Welkom terug. Jy's ingeskakel hier by Expresso op SABC3, and as you can see, I'm sitting on my Pilates ball because we're talking about little things that you can do in your busy schedule to really improve your fitness levels. By sitting on a Pilates ball like this, you just have a correct posture all the time. It's fantastic. But something else that's very, very exciting is, of course, the Loerie Awards taking place on the 22nd and the 23rd of September. And right now we are joined by Mr. Schill, who is the director of the PR, direct and live judging panels at the Loerie Awards this year. Man, how are you doing, Mr.?
I am fine, thank you.
Cool. Welcome to South Africa. How you been enjoying your time so far?
Well, I arrived yesterday, so...
Oh, really?
Not so much time to enjoy.
And now we have you up early.
Huh?
And now we have you up early on the show.
Very early.
Awesome, man. So really interesting to find out what is going to be happening. But before we do that, let's take a look at an ad that made some serious waves last year. Check this out.
Hi, my name is Leonard. I'm looking for a special person.
I'm looking for a soul that is energetic and is understanding.
I don't know what to say.
I like a really nice, pleasant body.
Someone that can handle heavy situations with a smile.
These hands will never let you go. I'm quite demanding physically.
I have all the time in the world for you.
I'm gonna change you.
Don't be scared of me. I'm not an animal. Papa, wow, well.
Wow, Papa wag vir jou. Papa wag vir jou. Now that made some serious waves, and I think by watching that you almost got, scared. You got the message, right?
Yeah, sure. I think it's pretty cutting the edge and getting very far.
Definitely, and I think the creative minds speak for themselves. In terms of what we are doing within the advertising market in South Africa. I mean, what have you seen so far? Of what have you heard about the South African talents out here recently, and what can we expect from the entries?
I think South Africa is doing pretty good, and as you won just from South Africa, I think it was 27 Lions in Cannes this year. So there was some spectacular work around that. So I expect it to be in the Loeries as well, of course.
Yeah.
And, I wonder, and I'm looking forward to see it in the Loeries.
Yeah.
That's it.
Well, you are definitely a lead in the international field of branding and advertising. Let's talk about some of the international trends that's making some waves when it comes to advertising and commercials.
Sure. So everybody's talking about digitalization at the moment, and it's going very interactive. So people take part in advertising. That makes it very interesting. So years ago, we were just standing on a stage and we're talking to the people out there. And today it's more kind of interacting and getting into contact with the people, which is really interesting.
That's it. So the interactiveness really getting out there at the moment.
Yeah.
In terms of the Creative Week, also happening, it started on Monday, the 15th. It's running all the way till the 23rd. What has been happening with this Creative Week, and what is exactly all about?
I think it's all about creativity,
Yeah.
So, and creativity is still the strongest thing that you have in economics around, So to be creative brings you much further than not being creative. So it's just cutting through all the messages that are out there, and that's pretty much easier when you're coming to creative work and creativity.
But it's definitely nice to see all the creativeness out there at the moment in South Africa and also Africa with the new category that was added.
Sure.
Yeah. So now, of course, you are here to judge some of the awards as well, and there's a mass volume of entries as well. How do you even go about judging these awards? What do you look at?
So for me, it's always pretty easy because I just try to look at it as everybody else does out there,
Yeah.
So again, coming to creativity, the ones that stand out, you recognize the ones that stand out, and you're just looking through hundreds or thousands of entries, and it's just the one that touches you and it gets you by the heart, or that makes something with you, that makes you feel or laugh or cry or whatever, and you recognize it when you have it, So I'm not going so much with the brain into it and say, oh, this is really clever, and what did the guy think about it when he had the idea, but it's just, does it grab me or not at the first moment? And then it's very easy, no matter how many entries there are.
Because it's interesting what you say. I mean, you can get so technical with these ads in terms of creating them and that, but you really need to try to bring out emotion in the person watching it.
Yeah, true.
Yeah.
So you have to get out of your business view on it, because you're just dealing all day long with advertising, but in the end it's for the people out there, and the people out there, they look at it as just normal people and not into that business and not into that technology, what's all behind that. They're just looking at it and either they get it or not.
Oh man, we can't wait for the Loeries Awards to see who actually made the top cut. Advice for South Africans that's really in the marketing and the branding industries, what would you say?
I would just say my recommendation is just go on like you did, because I think South Africa is a very strong nation. And for us, it's always the international or the global thing is the Cannes Award, and we see how the nations perform in Cannes. And so I think South Africa is doing pretty good and very fantastic work coming out from South Africa.
Definitely, just watching the Loeries like that really makes you feel proudly South African. You are spending a week here in South Africa now. What are you most looking forward to? To just chilling out in Cape Town?
No, I'm looking for the work, to be honest, and to see all the work that is not awarded in the shows. You know, we all know the work that gets awarded around the world, and I'm looking pretty much forward to the work that does not get awarded, just to get more into the business and to understand what's going on here.
Yeah, awesome. Mr. Alex Schill, all the best for the rest of your time here in South Africa, and also for the gala events on the 22nd and the 23rd of September. It's going to be fantastic. All the best. So check it out. All the details will be on our website, expressoshow.com. Right now, it's over to the lovely Leanne, and she's got a crazy competition just for you guys.